out of the SolePath book, the SolePath Book of Knowledge. Love this book by my dear friend Dr. Deborah Ford. I highly recommend, and this is book 1. And that tells me so much that there's more to come, and I love it. One sure thing about SolePath is there's always change. When Dr. Deborah writes the work, the understandings, the greatest thing is she keeps adding on, because SolePath is in honor of the Tao, the energy, the movement of the universe. And as we all know, we are all energy, and things change. Energy changes, just like in 2012, when the slow immigration of feminine energy came back in, because it was here before, long time ago. It is now moving itself back in, overlapping the energy of the male energy. So yin yang, complementary to each other. So that's one of the greatest things. So reading that this is book 1, I am excited to know that there will be more. I'm going to read the charismatic category and soul paths. So each chapter that I read from this fantastic book will be of the 6 categories, and then a reading on what each of the soul paths are and the characteristics of them for you to understand. And as I've shared before, if you wish to have your soul path done, please go to www.soulpathinstitute.org. Charismatic category. So the charismatic category, I'm just going to move my coffee. Okay. There are 5 soul paths that fall into the charismatic category, and these are charismatic adventurer, charismatic gladiator, charismatic influencer, charismatic leader, charismatic performer. Hope I had 5, said all 5 of them. Adventurer, gladiator, influencer, leader, performer. Pretty powerful titles. These soul paths share energy and characteristics that are common to the charismatic category, and then have further distinguishing characteristics that make them individually unique. What is a charismatic light path? Charismatics are the world's sparkle people. You simply light up our world with your outgoing sensing and perception. Just like a bat, you are able to interpret the returning echoes from life. You respond to people, places, and experiences on how you sense the world is responding to you. Isn't that powerful? As you use others as a mirror for yourself and have an innate sense of how people are reacting to you. You interpret the returning echoes and reflect back what you sense. That's a pure gift. Like, you really show us, you know how our animals do, how we are presenting ourselves in the moment. Ooh. Your ability to judge situations keeps you safe because you are an incredible judge of character. And you rarely make mistakes in your assessments. So true. You get into difficulty when you don't trust this or allow the opinions of others to get in the way. So that is a light path characteristic of charismatics. So let's read the dark path characteristics. Or the dark path of a charismatic. When you're living your charismatic category from a place of collapsed energy, the overall negative attitude is selfishness. Not selflessness. Correction, it is solely and only about them, so it's selfishness. In the sense that it is really only about you, which is fine, it's cool. You could easily delight us and light up our world, or use your big energy to shut out the light, even when the full knowing of what the impact is on those around you. You could use your incredible outgoing sensing and perception to amuse and enchant us, or to justify aggressive behavior towards others. Yet, when you are experiencing your charismatic category from a place of expanded energy, you contribute to our world with your sparkle, your light, and your energy. You are fun and just make us all feel really good. Who is the Charismatic SolePath? People with the Charismatic SolePath are inherently bright and aware. You are a charismatic person who is brave, sensing, always growing, and independent. Charismatic, you can be captivating. You attract attention and bring light and brightness to life. In the same way that even a small candle can light up a big space, you add sparkle to the world. You are naturally likable and others are drawn to you. But you can also choose to snuff out your light and create darkness. Fear is the cause of this inappropriate behavior. And when you go dark and feel fearful, you can lash out, explode, or be volatile. You are bright and aware. You are learning to manage your big, bright energy, and you are learning to understand the positive and negative impact it has on yourself and on others. Brave. Courage is a characteristic that allows you to face difficulties without fear. Courage helps you be brave, to grow, to be bold, to be great. In your life, you have learned to test boundaries, to develop new skills, and through this, you have gained valuable life experience. Discover ways to allow yourself to be fearless, to develop, and to experience your courage. With courage, you can try new things, strive for excellence, collaborate, lead from the front, and take center stage. Always being told no, stop, caution, and careful instills fear. Find people who support your bravery, and this will help you to shine your bright, beautiful light. Sensing. You are very aware and sensitive. Your awareness makes you a wonderfully understanding person, sibling, and friend. I can say that about my son, Shen. Most certainly, he is a charismatic performer, as well as my sister, Jody. She is a charismatic performer, very sensitive, very understanding, very kind. You sense what is going on around you and then reflect it back. If you feel tension in others, you take it on and reflect it back. You can sense unhappiness in others. You may even feel responsible when they aren't feeling happy. You could even take on their unhappiness. This awareness makes you sensitive to both the energy of other people and the energy of your environment. Find people you can talk to about this. Growing. You seek to better yourself, and this sets you apart as a person. You desire to improve allows you to go from good to great and set you up for success in your life. Encourage the lifelong joy of learning that is within you. Expose yourself to interesting and engaging material. Challenge yourself on your journey of personal growth and self-improvement. Independent. Always and only about you. Your independence, your ability to exist with a sense of freedom from external controls is vital. Find autonomy and assert your independence. Do this carefully, or it could perhaps manifest as a perceived selfishness, an inability to take the needs of others into consideration. You have a natural predisposition to push back against rules. Collaborate with others. Find a middle ground. So, insights to a charismatic soul path. Guidance system. The guidance system for charismatics is your sensoring, that bat sensory. You can really trust your outgoing sensing and perception and your uncanny ability to read situations, people, and experiences quickly and accurately. Remember, you are greatly impacted by interactions with others and what is going on around you. Rely on your instincts and perception as you reflect back and respond to what you are sensing. Charismatic skin will react with goosey bumps or a creepy crawly sensation. Remember, skin sensory, eggshell-like feeling. Key life experience. The key life experience for you as a charismatic is learning to understand your energy. SolePath uncovers the way that your soul intended to experience this life as a charismatic. You are learning to trust your outward sensing, like a bat when it is flying. Insights into your charismatic key life experience. You have an outward focus and are people-centered. Remember, charismatics need people. Your instincts and ability to perceive what is actually going on around you are impeccable. This sometimes gets a bit tangled up with what others think and feel about you. So understanding what is yours and what is theirs is very important to your sense of self and sometimes might be difficult for you to untangle. As one of the world's sparkle people, you have a big energy and understanding. When it is appropriate to turn your light on or off, or when you can't be the center of attention, is part of your life's journey. The vital role for charismatic is to share your light with others. Take action to focus on personal growth and individual development. Connection as one of the insights to the Charismatic SolePath. When charismatics connect spiritually, you have a connection to all light, to your own light, and the collective light of all souls. How lovely is that? The nature of the Charismatic SolePath. Knowing your soul path uncovers your learning style, thinking style, creative process, how you experience time, and your connection to the Tao. All of this contributes to understanding yourself at a deep level and helps you walk the path to purpose and a beautiful life. Remember, SolePath is solely and only about you. And we would like you to live that. Learning style. You are a visual learner. Now, when I just said you are a visual learner, not all of us are a visual learner, but I will be reading some of the characteristics and experiences that work with most of the categories. So, learning style, visual learner. So with a charismatic soul path, you process information primarily through seeing. Visual learners like to read the information rather than hearing about it. And you need visual aids, such as illustrations and photographs, to interpret information. Painting, drawing, and the use of color assist in your learning process. Visual learners are really good at using maps and have a great sense of direction. Thinking style for a logical, linear thinker. In the process of learning, understanding, and gaining knowledge, the thinking style for a charismatic soul path is logical, linear, rather than a whole thinker, which is what I am. You're analytical, sequential, and rational, and respond to data and cold, hard facts. Cool. You like step-by-step instructions and need to understand what the expected outcome will be. Very important to you. Creative process. With a charismatic soul path, your concepts and ideas are progressive and are based on backward-looking, factual foundation. You look at what others have done and use this external stimuli to create. Fostering creativity within yourself includes looking at many examples and ideas. For example, if you were creating a map, you would benefit from examples of maps created by others. This stimulates your ideas and encourages you to build on what you see. So as you've heard, we do not eliminate any past experience, nor why would we? Because it was all a part of evolution. But you're adding on, which is great. Experiencing time. You experience time as one step at a time, in a logical progression with personal awareness rather than all at the same time. Your subjective experience of time is that one event follows another in succession, and when the event is over, it becomes a memory. Time has an order to it, and charismatics memories always revolve around themselves. So for those who experience time all at the same time, their subjective experience of time is that they are not always discerning about which event or memory came first. Sometimes they have little distinction between past and present events. Their time perception is often everything that has happened and everything that is happening now. And that is the way that I think. The rhythm of the Tao is the natural order of the universe and keeps the world balanced and flowing. Fire energy is the Tao energy that matches charismatics. When light and expanding, fire energy represents growth and charisma and is clear, warm, bright, and enlightened. When dark, the collapsed fire energy is too hot, explosive, and destructive and cannot exist alone. Fire needs something to burn on. Your charismatic soul path embodies the natural energy of fire. The language in the charismatic soul path. Such great stuff. Who'd have thought it'd be this in depth? Like, there's a lot to us, but yet it can be so simple. So simple. This is so great. Language is responsible for clear communication and successful interactions with others. Language helps you understand and cope with emotions, and it is the genius of critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. Language helps you make sense of your experiences and the world around you. Your conscious use of specific vocabularies brings about positive change in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. There are words, affirmations, intentions, and prayers that really resonate with you and help you approach things from your soul perspective. These are important at any time. It can really help you cope with any negative thoughts, feelings, or behaviors. Words. Words are pockets of energy, and the words that resonate with the charismatic soul path are sense and reflect, rather than think or feel. For example, you could ask, what are you sensing? Or, what is being reflected? It is your sense, or are you reflecting from someone else? These words really help you respond to a situation from a light and bright perspective. For charismatics, sense and reflect are words that you can use to connect to your wisdom and your higher self. When you are thinking or wanting to create, you can ask yourself those questions. Here's how you and your loved ones can use these words to engage your light path instincts. Ask, what is being reflected back to me? Am I reflecting someone else's truth, or is this my instinct? Is it mine or theirs? What is my sense of the situation? Do I have the sense of impact of my big energy? See the light switch question for your specific soul path. Other expansive words for the charismatic category are charismatic, light, shining, remarkable, bright, true to self, approachable, aware, sensing, sensitive, clear, courageous, brave, open-minded, fearless, independent, growing, enlightened, bold, dazzling, captivating, likable, attractive, sparkling. Affirmation for charismatics. An I am statement is a way to align with universal energy and God. It reminds you of who you are and how you want to feel. An affirmation is a positive statement confirming something to be true. Affirmations can be introduced consciously or subconsciously. For example, they can be introduced through artwork, audio, or even video recordings. For charismatic, the I am affirmation is, I am charismatic, and I am bright and aware, and I choose to be true to myself. Intention. An intention is a guiding principle in life, a target to aim for. It is a stated desire to be a certain kind of person who lives a certain kind of life. In medicine, intention is recognized as the process of healing. For charismatic, the intention is, my intention is to live as a clear, warm, bright, and enlightened person who has courage and leads by example. Brave. An additional prayer for yourself is, I breathe in growth and I breathe out fear. I breathe in courage and I breathe out feeling small. Wellness secrets for the Charismatic SolePath. There are wellness secrets to your body and your health that are unique to you with the Charismatic SolePath. Understanding your wellness at this metaphysical level allows you to set yourself up for healthy living. You can make positive choices and take action that leads to your well-being. Metaphysical umbilicus. This is a place on the body that connects you directly to your soul. The metaphysical umbilicus for charismatics is your skin sensory. When you put your focus and attention on the skin of the palms of your hands, it's like running an invisible umbilical cord up to your soul, connecting you to your wisdom and helping you feel bright and aware. It is very soothing to rub your hands together. Clapping also creates a feeling of direction, connection to innate power. It's even more effective when you say it along with your affirmation. I am charismatic, and I am bright and aware, and I choose to be true to myself. So even just the rubbing of your hands, clapping of your hands, and saying that affirmation is connecting. Health sensitivity. Each of the SolePath categories has a health sensitivity. This is not to say that you will experience ill health in this area, but rather that it is possible predisposition and something to keep an eye on. Just in the same way your family health history plays a role in your future wellness. If symptoms show up, speak with your healthcare provider. Very simple. That's why they're there. For charismatics, your health sensitivity is your integumentary system. Okay, that's a word I do not use often, so I do hope I said that correctly. Your skin, hair, and nails. The integumentary system is the physical barrier between the external environment and the internal environment. Wow. So that makes complete sense. I was sharing the other day how long hair, I used to have long hair and I loved my long hair. I love my hair now. But hair grows from the inside out, not from the outside in. Just something for you to think about. De-stressor. Calming rejuvenation for charismatics is putting a focus on your image and how you present yourself to the world. This is not vanity. Your appearance is energetically important to you. For charismatics, when you look good, you feel really good about yourself. You just do it. Wear the best stuff. Your skin is so important to you. Taking care of it, loving it, covering it with the material and qualities that feel good to you. Taking care of yourself indicates a focus on self-image and self-care for charismatics as well. You're self-confident, you look great and light up a room. So spending time and effort on your image is as fun as it is essential. Equally important is surrounding yourself with those who really understand your big personality and having a safe haven where you can relax and turn your light off without judgment. 5 senses. Of the 5 senses, the most powerful ones for charismatic is smell. You have a sensitivity to odor or scent, favorable or foul, and have instinct preferences. Smells trigger either positive feelings such as love, comfort, or negative feelings such as fear, uneasiness. Synthetic odors will be difficult for you to tolerate. Emotional triggers. Limiting beliefs provide opportunities for personal growth and are part of your life journey. Limiting beliefs are perceived truths that you hold about the world and about yourself. The limiting belief that charismatics hold to be true is, I believe the world is a dangerous place and I am afraid. This limiting belief creates feelings of fear, being anxious, apprehensive, nervous, or timid. The triggers for this limiting belief are fear of change and resistance to anything new. Also, stubbornness and an inability or no desire to stand alone. The behavior that results in lashing out and being destructive and volatile, being demanding, explosive, and inappropriate. The reprogramming transformation is moving from fear to growth, to plant seeds in your life and feel them germinating, to see improvement, increase and take steps to move toward in your own life. The antidote is to share your light with others, to focus on individual development. To overcome this limiting belief, you will conquer your fears if you focus on your personal growth. You are born to be a charismatic person who is brave, sensing, always growing, and independent. The supporting belief is, I am charismatic, and I am bright, and I am aware. Matching vibration for the Charismatic SolePath. Copy time. I was gifted these lovely warming cups from my partner for my birthday. So grateful. There are certain physical items that have the same energy as the Charismatic SolePath, things that vibrate at your wavelength. And these provide a wonderful, positive, lifelong addition throughout your life. Charismatics have a special color, a unique gemstone, and your own essential oil, a shape, a flower, an animal instinct, and a musical instrument that enhances your energy and helps you feel great. Color. The color for charismatic is red. Any shade of red. Darker colors do have a softer vibration than lighter colors. Red creates change and assists with moving forward. It gives power, strength, and courage. Red can be introduced in bedding, clothing, or decor. Gemstone. The gemstone for charismatic is tiger's eye. Beautiful. This gemstone helps recognize inner resources and accomplishes goals. It is energizing and sparkly. Gemstones may be placed in the bedroom, kept in a pocket, or worn as jewelry. Essential oil. Cedarwood is the essential oil that most closely matches the natural vibration of charismatics. It reduces fear and enhances courage. Cedarwood also gives inner strength and creates change. Essential oils can be lightly spritzed onto porous materials such as clothing and bed linens. Heck, why not even your vehicle? Make a mixture up and spray your steering wheel or your seats. Take it with you. Shape. The triangle shape represents a charismatic person who is brave, sensing, always growing, and independent. Triangular shapes can be introduced in furniture, creative play, and artwork, as well as ornaments in the home. Flower. Sunflower has the same energy as charismatics. Metaphysically, sunflowers represent adoration, vitality, and the ability to bring joy to others. Right. Animal instinct. Of all the animals, peacocks have the same energy as charismatics, but of course, peacocks are showy and flashy. They have deep inner wisdom, confidence, and warmth. Musical instrument. Reed instruments like the clarinet and sax are a perfect energy match for charismatics. They produce sound from the flow of air blown across a reed. Oh, lovely. Just absolutely lovely. You're a charismatic person who is brave, sensing, always growing, and independent. You also have a path connection to your charismatic category, which describes your special and unique gifts and greatness. The paths in the charismatic category are adventurer, gladiator, influencer, leader, and performer. Charismatic adventurer, you love the new and exciting. Charismatic gladiator, you strive for excellence. Charismatic influencer, you influence towards the greater good. Charismatic leader, you lead others. Charismatic performer, the world is your stage. How lovely. So those are the words and understandings of the charismatic category. As I shared, if you would like to know what your soul paths are, what category you fall under, please go to our website at www.solepathinstitute.org.